Welcome to our How to Become a Millionaire Through Real Estate for the Average Person series. In this series, we're going to be talking about how you, an average person with average income, can become a millionaire through real estate. Today, we're going to be talking about the B word. I'm Voltaire Lepe, CEO of Lepe Tendwell Properties, top 1% agent in San Diego County. And in today's series, we're going to be talking about the B word, budget. Okay. I have a great quote for you here. I had to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. And that's Nipsey the Great, Nipsey Hussle, said those words. And when we're talking about budget, budget's just one of those things that everybody knows what it is, but nobody has one. Why? Because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of planning in order to create a budget. And I know that because I've created budgets for myself before. And it's not an easy feat, it's not an easy task. It does take time, and it literally takes me several hours to create a budget for myself. And I don't even have a family. So I could just imagine if you have a family, if you have kids, if your spouse, maybe extended family, it's really hard to sit down and create a budget. That's gonna be the first rule for you. If you wanna become a millionaire one day, you have to have a budget. Okay, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, let me show you what an easy monthly budget looks like, okay? It's very simple. You just tell your money where to go. And you start off by potentially going through all your debt first. So you go through your credit card debt, you look through your bank statements and see what you've been spending your money on, and then you fill it out here. So you have how much money you're giving to charity, how much money you're saving, how much money goes to food, groceries, clothing, transportation, gas, medical, health bills, utilities, housing, rent, mortgage, any debts that you have, insurance, recreation, entertainment, vacations, personal stuff, books, education, cosmetic, gifts. So you go through and you put all your expenses, right? You put your income at the top. So your income minus all your expenses added up equals how much you have left over, whether it's positive or negative. Okay, so the whole point of a budget is to tell your money where to go every single month when the month starts. So once you figure out where you're at, then you just got to figure out where you want to be. So if there's a bunch of expenses that you want to cut out, you cut them out. And at the end of the day, what you want to do is create a $0 based budget. So this last number right here, your income minus expenses, it should be 0 on the dot because you're telling your money where to go. It doesn't mean that you spend all of your income. It just says that at the end of the month, you have $0 left to actually spend, right? So once you figure out where your expenses are gonna go, well, first and foremost, you wanna save money. So you wanna put how much money you're gonna save every single month. So you pay yourself first from your income, and then you put out the expenses. Then at the end of the day, it should be 0. If there's a surplus here, then that surplus goes into your savings, or whether it's a bank account or savings for real estate or savings for stock. Okay, so that's how the budget looks like. Now 40% of Americans, only 40%, have $1,000 in case of an emergency. So you want to build up your emergency savings first, before you start putting money elsewhere. Okay, some people do something called the envelope system for budgeting. So if you say that you have $400 a month for groceries, and you have $250 a month for gas for your car, and you have $300 for entertainment a month, what you do is you create envelopes and you write entertainment, you put $300 in there. You put groceries, $400. You have your clothing, you put $100, and you have these envelopes. So whenever you're out and about and you want to go to movies, you take money out of the entertainment envelope. So let's say it's the middle of the month and the entertainment envelope is 0. That means that you don't have any more money to spend. So that's a very effective way to control your budget. It's very hard, very difficult, because if you're out and you're with friends and all of a sudden they want to walk into a movie theater, but you don't have any money, you have to walk away, which could mess up your social life. But that's what a budget is intended to do is to keep your expenses under control. I'll leave you with another quote. Do I continue this lifestyle, shopping, clothes, or do I have to sacrifice a little bit because this is important to me? That's going to be the distinguishing decisions that end up separating the ones that end up getting it with the ones that don't. And that's Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey the Great, talking about sacrificing and how important it is to you. So if it is important to you to become a millionaire, then you start with a budget. If you want to have a conversation about how to create a budget, or you want for me to send you this sheet so you can fill out your own budget, and then we'll get it over to you.